Alright, match number 2, and we'll see what kind of hand do we have. And I decided to keep this. Um, I'm playing the fairies here, revealing Fall from Favor and another land, but I really don't want the 5th land, so I shift that one up. Decided to keep up Fall from Favor, and most likely we are paying against Elves. I don't want to counter that, even though they will fix their mana a little bit, but I really want to counter that one up, because given my hand, the plan will be Fall from Favor the Find for Elves and keep back blocking the fairies here. Not a great plan, but it's a plan. And that keeps them out of mana as well, and also giving us the card advantage we need. But they draw another Quirion Ranger, so there's no point in blocking in here. So I actually will be attacking. And in here, I don't really like seeing 2 more lands, but we need to keep Counterspell and SKRED up. So we're actually killing right now the Ranger, so they can't actually do some kind of tricks on their step. We take back Monarch. Now they are attacking with both things. Again, we don't necessarily want to be blocking, so, and also we can't, but at some point we will. I decided to counter that because that's an easy counter target. I decided to go get Preordain first, and Ninja it's okay, because now I can Ninja the Fairy, draw another card, and keep counter spell up. And since we already played our land, we can't do any much about that, and it will be very hard right now. I decided to counter that because that's bad news, but they will be able to block with the Mystic. So now I'm kind of looking for removal, but instead we found the counter spell, so we will keep that one up. They will be chump blocking, which is totally fine. And now we found the removal, and since we found the removal, I will be, I guess, depends on what they play. If they play Distant Memory, so I SKRED the Well-Wisher, so they can only draw 3 cards instead of 4. And now I can attack with everything basically, because it's kind of a race. And now we have we draw another card, and we can keep Counterspell and Spell Stir up. And despite us not having like the best of the starts, we are kind of keeping our, I mean, we're kind of crafting a good game plan right now. Even if they have like 9 cards, it doesn't really matter. I am countering that with a Spell Stirrer, and depending on what the play will be, yeah, that will be resolved. And I don't want them to be gaining a lot of life, and not of the sudden we're not in that bad of a position. So I'll be attacking with everything, drawing the Ninja and playing the Nagor to see if we can find some kind of removal, which we did, and we'll keep that one up. Yep, we didn't draw a counter, but it will have been nice too. Yep, and at this point I guess I am thinking on killing the priest and tapping out the Vanguard, or rather the other way around. It depends on what we find, and I like to ponder first. We got an hour, and we basically attack with everything. I guess the reasoning behind killing the Vanguard is because I don't necessarily want to play the Fall from Favor, but I can swing with everything and they don't have any very good blocks. It's rather them not blocking. And I play another one, and now I want to kill the priest. They play the Lisa Lana, but we don't have a very good way to interact with that. And I don't remember if I send that thing to the hand right now or not. I really don't remember. I guess at this point I'm trying to see if I can find like an actual removal for it, and we found in the in lightning bolt, and I actually cast the lightning bolt. Well, I didn't, but we reveal it, and they know we have it, and they only have one card in hand, so they decided to actually concede. So pretty kind of tricky game one, but despite all of the cards that we gave to them, we were able to be on top. And let's go into game number 2. Alright, game number 2, and we'll look at the sideboard options. I decided to side out the Fall from Favor because they are not really that great. And I decided to bring in the Swirly Sandstorm and the 2 Fiery Cannonites, because those should be enough. Let's see what we have. And this is a very reasonable hand because we have removal encounters, and also we can set up spell stirrers if we really need to. Turn 1 Llanowar Elves is fine, depending on they draw. They play the scatter shot, with it's a problem actually because we don't have a way to actually kill it, but we will be crafting our way. I decided to brainstorm end of turn to see what we have, and we found a Cannonade, but I will be holding on to that. I will be holding up Counter Spell instead. And it's not necessarily that they could have like how is it called? I don't remember what's the name of the thing. It's not necessarily that they have like a dispel or anything on their end, but it certainly could be. I could see them running this spell. They play Forest, and yeah. Now it's our turn, but I'm passing them because even if I do like play Cannonade right now, I guess I could get kind of more value if I hold on to that. And taking 2 is not that terrible. They played Finehorn Elves, and now I want to play the Braid into that because I was afraid they having like some kind of dispel or something like that, but I guess what they had was that Wrapping in Vigor. I didn't know that card existed or anything. And yeah, I'm straight up playing Cannonade at this point. It's a 4 for 1 basically. They play Elves into 2 Elves, and now I have it's not that bad because I can counter anything that they potentially could want to play, and I really liked to put the land on top. So at this point we are in control mode. They are trying to play Lysolana, but that will get countered, and Barclaw Rangers are not that great, I guess. And I will be attacking and playing the Ninja, and I can replay again the Fairy Seer, so in order to leave the Spell Stutter or the Counter Spell as a backup, depending on what they played. Remember, they only have 2 cards in hand, and that's one of the things that we want to actually counter. They are passing the turn because there's no point that, and I guess I can bounce both of the Llanowar Elves, so I can put them more like behind of how they are. I just actually decided to play the Bolas and now send back both things so I can freely attack, and they conceded. So this was very short game, but it really shows the power of Cannonade on these games. So yeah, that's match number 2, and we'll see you around for match number